Stay well, women. I hope you're doing well. Today's little walkie-talkie. What's it on? What's coming through now is shadow work. Shadow work. So, being in the spiritual zone is not all love and light and peace and fluffy unicorns. It's also dealing with our dark side, our shadow side. That can sound scary, but that's the whole point. It's bringing up aspects of us that we're fearful of. And we can look out in the world and say, there's all this stuff going on. It's so scary, and I need to go out and I need to fight this stuff, and I need to work on this stuff. Actually, the things we need to work on, it's not this part of my language crap going on in the world, in the Maya. It's the stuff inside, the dark aspects of ourselves. And those dark aspects, we become fearful of them and we try to push them away and reject them. Actually, the job is to integrate them. You can go and read Carl Jung's work. It's all about integrating the dark side, the unconscious, with the subconscious and the conscious aspects, if you want to go and read the academic work on it. But what does that mean in terms of us working on ourselves? Well, for example, something quite interesting. So I was calling you to step into your power. What does that mean? As a woman, it can be particularly difficult and fearful to step into this idea of having power, because we have been programmed to be the gentle ones, the submissive ones, and our divine feminine indeed is about surrender, and it is about a kind of gentleness. But we also are super powerful. As goddesses, we're super powerful. And what does power mean? Power can be scary. You look out in the world, power looks like something not very good, doesn't it? It looks like something not very good. But actually, the reverse side, if we look on the shadow side, what's power is ego. That's why what we're seeing outside and fearing in ourselves is not a good version of power. The shadow side is ego. And the light side is that empowerment and beauty and energy and courage that we bring as women into the world. And that not just women, all of us can, but I'm talking to the women here. So it's tapping into that goddess side of us, but also embracing and integrating the shadow side. So yes, we can bring ego into our power, and we can be people who try to manipulate and control and hold energy over people. Yes, we can do that, but the more we see that that's something that scares us, that's actually a sign that we are aware of that aspect of power and of our own feminine power as well. We are actually aware of it, and when we're aware, we can do something about it. So we can make a choice, we can choose and say to ourselves, I will step into my power, but I will do it from a place of love and a place of light and a place of fluffy unicorns. You know, we don't have to be manipulating people. We don't have to use power to hold energy over other people or to do bad things to people. We can see that in the world, but we can see other aspects of power as well, and that aspect of power that's the opposite side, the light. And the two need to be there. And when we embrace and integrate the dark side of ourselves, that fearful aspect, we can bring it into the light side of us and let it melt into us and see that actually, because I'm coming from a place of light, I will never choose that aspect of my potential self. It is a potential for sure, but I will never choose that aspect of myself. Or if we are choosing it, that we recognise it, we become aware of little ways that we might be manipulating people or trying to get people to do what we want and not allowing them to have their freedom as an individual, unique person. We can become aware of that as well, and then we can integrate it back into the light side of ourselves. So that's the sharing for today. Shadow work that we can do. There's lots of other aspects, but that's one that I wanted to share with you today. It seemed quite timely. There's a machine in the background. I'll give you a little look round. Grounding into nature. It's the same path I walk, but I always love it. There's always something different. And now we've got the beautiful autumnal colours, which as you can see I like anyway. So have a blessed day. Take care.